What's up, Adam? All right, let me see if this screen switching actually works. I think if I press this button, it'll switch my screen. Oh, there it goes. So, pretty horrible day to be bullish. I'll go over all my trades in like 10, like probably 10 or 15 minutes. Like, do I think we're gonna keep crashing out? I don't think so. I wasn't awake for this, or I wasn't in the market at this time, but this dip to 25k was pretty nice. Like, this was a pretty, let's look at the daily candles for YouTube wants people to speak more languages. I think it might be fixed now, because you just typed that message in and it went through, and it was mostly English. But the other day, like, it literally none of it was working. Let me see. Test message only English test. I think they fixed it now. Yeah, it was definitely some intern that like pushed the wrong AI code to production. Like, I don't think the market is in a horrible place. What worries me is that we've had pretty good news in the past, I would say the past month. Really good earnings for all the Mag 7 stocks. And us being down here, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, being down here. I am a bit worried, but I still want to be bullish. 25k is not a horrible place to jump in. 25k 6900 ES. I think I'll let the overnight play out more. I mean, if we dip here, I kind of want to buy. If we dip down here again, what, 24900? I mean, maybe 24900. Yeah, they definitely did some AI stuff. I don't know. Someone probably lost their job because of it. I wouldn't be surprised. But it was a pretty horrible day to be bullish. I basically bought, let me see, where did I buy in? I think I bought in, so the overnight, I had a short right here. This was last night's stream. I basically said that if we pop up, I want to short it. So I shorted it right on this candle for about 20 points. And then for some reason, I just felt that this drop was kind of over exaggerated. So I literally left one of my Tradeify accounts in with, I think, like 5 micros. And I just went to sleep. But then I woke up and I closed it for about 80 something points. I really thought it was going to go up a lot higher. Maybe that was the warning sign. We dropped. We had really good Nvidia news. We dropped. It was a gap down. And then the entire overnight, we couldn't break above the open, which was like, I think, 25388. You can see the first time we tested the open right here, I got shot down for what, 40 points. 40 points in the overnight is pretty, it's pretty serious. Like 1, 2, 3 rejections, and then we just had this crazy move. and I tried to catch it with like almost all of my accounts. A lot of accounts died. It was mostly my Apex accounts, and I didn't like. I did care about them, but getting payouts in Apex is just like a giant pain in the ass. So it's not the end of the world that they're gone. This account is eligible for a payout now, so this account's good for a payout. I think one of my Lucid accounts is good for a payout. We'll see how the overnight plays, but I think I want to buy almost all of this. What's up, man? Baudolino? You think you can make it 100% mechanical? 100% mechanical trades are very, very hard to come by. So I can backtest without bias. The way that I backtest without bias is I cover up the right side of the screen. So let's say the overnight, right? What was it the other day, like yesterday? If I were to backtest the previous day, it would be like this. I literally go candle by candle, right? And then once I see something I like, which was right here, where was it? Right here. So right when I saw this, I literally say to myself, I say it out loud, I say, if we get another candle that goes above, and this is my discretionary scalping, so there's really no model for it, but this is one of the ways I was backtesting scalping. I literally say to myself, I say, if we get anywhere near the top of this candle right here, I'm going to short it. Okay, we're in here. So this is my entry. Right, and then I put wherever I want to DCA, wherever my total stop loss is. And then, okay, it hit take profit, like I think, what, 20 points, like here? It take profit right here. Rocket Scooter today was deep in the red. I was not happy to see him in the red. I mean, I feel like a lot of people had the same idea as Nvidia beating earnings by that much, so we were longing. Like after this pop-up, we were above all of my long-term levels too. I think he made back most of his gains though, or he made back most of his losses, I think. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. 100k down isn't easy. My blood pressure gets high for 100. Yeah, he lost 100k in real money, right? Like an actual brokerage account. I lost that 50k, 40k in prop money, right? It barely matters to me. I'm just slightly annoyed by it. Oh, he can definitely handle it. I mean, the amount of money he makes is insane. He doesn't have to trade. But the way he trades is not very, it's hard for other people to replicate it because not everyone can hold for hundreds of points. With my accounts, I can almost hold for this long. But for the average, trader, they can't handle that much drawdown. My trades were definitely not that great in the New York session. I literally had a feeling that today was a day that I didn't want to trade. But oh well. I'm gonna let 7 o'clock roll by and then determine where I want to scalp. It's gonna be a bit scary scalping this session because I have a feeling we're gonna see some really big candles. Let me see how VIX is doing. Yeah, VIX is very high right now. Like, I want to long again. Let me see if there's any news tomorrow. I think we're all out of news. What's tomorrow? February 27th. PPI, core PPI, PMI. I don't think it's like, I don't think it's gonna matter that much. If VIX keeps climbing, then we may see a big PPI candle. I want to buy these dips, but like 6,900 is right here. That's like the first area of resistance. You can see this drop, pop up right at 6,900 and then drop back down. So if I were to long, it would be like for 30 something points, 20 something points. I don't like this being right here. If there's news tomorrow, Asia will be dead price action. Usually after a day like this, like, I feel like the candles will still be pretty big compared to usual overnights. That's what I think is going to happen. I want to see like a bunch of big green candles breaking past 6,900, and then on the dip to 6,900 I'll probably buy it. But I also want to buy around 900 right here, somewhere in this area. $25K, 9K. I think it's just kind of, you just kind of have to wait and see. So it's going to be probably pretty boring. I feel like by 7 o'clock right here, we're not going to have move much. So I think it's going to be a flat day. And when it's a flat day, I can choose to go long or short for my scalps. So in the next 20 minutes, I don't think we're going to get a huge move anywhere. Kind of stuck in the middle right here. Where do we open? We open 25027. If I see a dip anywhere down here, I might buy it somewhere down here. Let me request, hold up. Before I trade on this account, let me request some payouts. I'm gonna take a payout from this account right now. I don't want to trade it and fuck up the payout. This is my 4th payout. So that means after this payout, I'm gonna size pretty heavy on this account, like 1 or 2 minis per trade, because after the 5th payout or on the 5th payout, that's when they consider moving you to live. And if I want to move to live, I want to move with a bunch of money. Hold up, let me request that payout. Which prop is this? This is Top Step. I'm surprised you haven't used this before. Top Step is really popular. They've been getting a ton of like heat just because most of the stuff that they're doing no one likes. Like right now their live account is like 100 times worse. So like right now if you move to live, I'll give you an example. If you move to live with 100k in your accounts, you only get access to 20k, and then you have to like make profit milestones, and you need to hit those milestones to unlock more of your money. And if you lose that entire 20k, you lose the entire 100k. So that happened recently and people are pretty pissed about it. Lucid, which platform to choose? It's whatever platform that you want to. I personally have Lucid on my Tradeovate accounts. So I use Tradeovate in trading. Like, I think it's like Tradeovate, the package comes with either the Tradeovate package or like, I forget what the other one is. Sierra Charts or something? I don't know. Speaking of Lucid, let me take my payout from Lucid too. Do I want to take all of those accounts? I could take another like 5 to 6k from Lucid, but then my drawdown is below 2k and I don't like that, so I'm not gonna do it. What other accounts can I take? I think Funded Next I could take some. Oh wait, my Funded Futures I can take something too. Yeah. The closest to Top Step X platform. I don't know. Tradeovate is not close to Top Step X. You know Top Step, I like their Project X UI, most friendly UI, yeah. But they're going crazy these days. Many payout rejections. I haven't heard of any payout rejections from Top Step before. Do you have a link to one, Adam? Usually Top Step doesn't even like care, and they just give you your money like without even like, as long as you don't break any rules or anything, they don't really care. Let me pop out my YouTube chat so I can read it while I'm taking my payouts. On Discord servers too, really? A lot of people have been getting really pissed at Top Step. And what sucks is that Top Step used to be like one of the best. Like, I still personally recommend Top Step because I like their account. But I don't like their live program. Their live program used to be one of the best. Now it's like okay. It's like in the middle somewhere. Okay, so I took Lucid, I took my Funded Futures. So I have Funded Next. Oh, I can take out the entire balance. Oh, for all of them, I could take out the entire balance. Oh no, except for this one. Okay. And that one. What about this one? This one's not ready yet. What time is it? 6:47. I really want to click the long button here. I need one more day on this account. One more day before I can make a full month in green. And I want to click it right here. I'm just worried that like this rejection right here from the open, this is really bad. I really don't like to see this rejection. I think my first entry is here. Better entry is previous day low right here. Well, anywhere between these two is not a bad entry, but I want a good dip. I want my green month. I'm closing a bunch of accounts with FunNX. FunNX, after you reach a certain amount of green days, you can withdraw your entire account. So it's a bit sad to see the accounts go, because they had such high win rates. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Adam. I'm still not doing the best that I could be. But I'm still making a decent amount, and I'm taking like a lot of payouts tonight, actually. Dude, why are they not letting me take the entire account out? This account's not ready yet. Sometimes it's 650. Man, I want a long right here so bad. I'm not gonna do it though. One, two, three. How many? 1, 2, 3. Screw it. I'll just take another payout on this account. I might start a long here on one of my new funded accounts here. One that I don't care about, and just hit it with like 5 micros. I think on the next dip, I'm gonna buy in one of these accounts. I might start with 3 micros. 3, 3, 5, 7. We'll see. It's almost 7, so is that 4K? $4K, 8K. Okay, I think that's all the accounts. Two, 8, 10, 14. What's up, Juice? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm doing okay. And I'll tell you why I'm doing okay. And that's because this is why I'm not doing the best. Right here. Boom. That's gnarly. But I've had worse days than this. So just know that I'm super transparent because I don't care what you guys see. I don't care if you guys see me losing or not. Because I'm not here to say that I'm the best trader or not. I'm just an average trader, right? If you go to, you'll see for the first month or two, and a lot of people on Reddit think that I don't know, that I'm like using AI for my posts or whatever, or posting fake stuff. It's like all documented. Literally every single one is documented. I mean, if someone really wants to, they can do the math, right? But I'm 100% transparent in everything that I do because I don't care. I missed this dip. I wanted a bit more. 5 minutes. It's 7. Yeah, it's gonna be flat like how I thought it was gonna be. You can see it's neither going up or down. It's just kind of flat. When it's flat and when I scalp a flat day like this, I can go long or short. And I kind of want to go long. Which means if I see a decent dip, this was already a decent dip, but it's in the first hour, and I like to let the first hour play out. If I was on the charts when I saw this red candle, I probably would have bought this. I want to see like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of straight selling, and then I'll buy in. If it's a rally, I don't know if I want to short it. I mean, for a scalp, it's not the worst idea. But like, when you see days like this, when it's a huge candle, sometimes the next day is an even bigger candle, right? A huge candle, right? Huge candle. This is what I'm worried about, right? Big candles, another big candle. This was kind of a big candle and another big candle right there. So that's what I'm worried about. You can see big candle, big candle. Yeah, no, I've been taking this market, like everyone's getting their ass handed to them. It's very weird. Sitting on my hands on current session, missed the big moves, don't want to jump in, going away for New York. That might be the smart plan. And a lot of people are getting their asses handed to them, and I'll tell you why. And all of my worst days, if you go back and you see my negative 73k or negative 30k days, it's all days like this. Did you know that this previous day where I lost all those accounts, right? Where I lost 43k, this day only happens 4% of the time. So on days like those, on the most rare of rare days, I'll blow up. I think I blew up on this day too. I think this day was like 1%. One of these two. It was a 1% day. And then it was like a 2% day right here. And it's just been extremely rare, and it's just been a really weird year. Ever since December, the price action has been very, very weird. And all of my losses have been from after earnings. All the Mag 7 earnings have been really good, like beat expectations by like 10% plus. And then the day after, you just get a huge crash out candle. Same thing happened to this day. 2026 is a rare year for me so far since December. The market has been very weird since like December. Like, I don't think a single Mag 7 besides Amazon missed earnings. Interesting stats, yeah. Like, the days that I blow up are rare days. I don't blow up on a day that's like a regular 200, 300, 200 to 300 point move. I blow up on days where it goes to 400 and 500 point moves, right? And I know the stats for it. The stats for this New York session was 4%. Only 4% of days dropped this low from open. In the past 4 years, I've only done data analysis for the past 4 years. So on those days, it's frustrating, yes, to lose, but I mean, it's a 4% day. There's nothing you can do about it. The way that I trade, I basically bet that if it's an average day, I'll probably walk out green. But if it's a rare day, I'll lose some accounts. But it doesn't matter how many accounts I lose, because I play the ROI game. So like for this year, my return on my investments for prop firms is, it's a shit ton. Losing part of the process? Yeah, it's part of the process. And that's why if you've seen my Reddit posts, like what do I tell everybody all the time? And I say it over and over again. I tell people to budget, right? I'll tell you exactly how I felt when I lost. When I lost 46k, I was just annoyed. This didn't ruin my day. This didn't tell me, okay, I'm not going to stream tonight, right? Because it's like the worst day ever. No, I'm just a little bit annoyed because it's a 4% day. Why? Because I budget correctly. This is not going to ruin how I live at all. So I can get back at it the next day and the next day and the next day, the next month and the next month. But there's people out there, if you go on Reddit and go onto the Top Step subreddit or day trading subreddit, you'll see people saying, oh, I'm in debt because of trading, I need to stop this and that. And those are the worst ones to hear. And one of my viewers actually told me a really good analogy. It's almost like you're driving a car, right? Because trading is so easy. It's like getting into a sports car, but you don't have your license. right? Because the barrier entry is just so low. It's so easy for somebody to download Robinhood, buy some prop accounts, and you don't notice it because it's only $100 per account. So you buy one account, you buy two accounts, you buy three accounts, you buy five accounts, right, in one day. All right, that's $500 in one day. All right, the next day you do the same thing. That's $1,000 already out of the way. That's more than people's rent. Like 3 days, 1,500 gone. 4 days, 2,000 gone, right? Yeah, it's always a good idea to budget. Yeah. I mean, in any of the trading discords, you'll see a lot of people losing a lot of money. And it's because they're blinded by the stats they see online, where they think it's so easy to make money, but it's not. It's easy to... It's simple, but not easy. Because it's simple because all you're doing is clicking a button, right? Here, if I want to buy, I just click this buy button. Do you believe it's fully a random market or an algorithm somehow controls it? See, I don't know. I know there's algorithms that force hedge funds to balance their books. So you probably heard of margin calls, right? When a hedge fund or one of the big Wall Street players gets margin called, they're forced to liquidate their positions, right, to pay back whatever they owe. So that's sort of like an algorithm where once you get margin called, once you lose an X% or X amount, then you're forced to liquidate your positions. And if you're a really big player, that'll cause a huge movement, right? But I don't think it's random because nobody knows why a hedge fund dumps. Like, why did all the big players dump Nvidia, XYZ after good earnings? Nobody knows, right? In this overnight session, a big player, a big whale can just be like, all right, now we're at a good price. Now I want to buy thousands and thousands and thousands of shares of Nvidia and just send this up. No one knows. You feel that algos might be somehow updated on December? See, I think there are some algorithms, but I don't know. I would have to find a job at Wall Street, and then I'll let you guys know, okay? I'll move to New York or Chicago, the CME exchange. What do you think of copy trading groups? One group for evals, one for funded, one for funded new flip days. So I'm kind of a hypocrite because I said that I don't like copy trading, right? But when I'm managing 30 plus accounts, I have to copy trade them in batches, right? So I don't copy trade them all at once though, and you'll see that I don't copy trade them on my P&L, right? Like imagine I copy traded this, right? Oh wait, but I had a really shitty red day. Okay, but because I didn't copy trade, I took like 5 payouts, right? Just today I took a 14k payout. Isn't that crazy? Wait a second, I'm an average trader. I had a really shitty day. I just took out 14k. I lost 50k of fake money and I took this out. Isn't that kind of crazy? But that's why I don't copy trade, because of a day like this. Imagine if all of this red got applied to all of these accounts. That would be devastating. Like how rare it is to trade them all individually and blow up all of them is insanely rare. I don't like the idea of copy trading everything all at once, but I trade at work and literally can't put through all my account. Yeah, I'm blessed to work remote, so I can, like, during the middle of my job, if I see price going to somewhere that I like, you know, I could just quickly monitor it. I can always monitor it because I have my laptop for my work literally to the left of me, and then I have 2 monitors set up right in front of me. But if you have to, Gel, like, then you have to, right? Copy trading works for some people and then it doesn't work for other people. Are you more of a high RR low win rate or low R? I'm a low RR guy. And you can just tell from my trading history that I'm a low RR guy. Right? Look at these low wins. Sometimes I'll catch a really good move up or a really good prediction, but these are very low accounts. And then see how much I risk. This was an account that I lost today, and it's very sad because I wanted to hit a month of green. So it is kind of sad, but I was only aiming for like 200 bucks. And you can see what happened. This account is dead now. But I mean, this account was on the 5th payout. And I don't like their live program. So honestly, I didn't care that this happened. The reason why I'm a low win rate or high win rate, low RR kind of guy is because I know me personally, like psychology wise, I like to see a lot of wins compared to a loss. If you do low win rate, high RR, you need to have a really good grasp on your psychology, because there will be some weeks where you don't win at all. You'll win 0 times in a week. And just for my mental, like, I just know the kind of trader I am, it's just gonna make me worse and worse. I might tilt, right? That's the worst thing to happen, trading with emotion. You've been monitoring Nvidia earnings for a while, always looks to rise leading up to earnings and dumps overnight. Yeah, that's why usually going into Nvidia earnings, any dip is worth buying. What was the dip here? I think it was like this overnight dip. Yeah, this overnight dip. I'm pretty sure I bought this. Yep, low-hanging fruit. And the way that I set up my accounts, like, I'll blow up on a day that's extremely rare. So for my P&L for today, you can see that I lost about, what, 46k, right? I lost all of my Apex accounts, which is kind of annoying because I worked really hard on those accounts. I traded them for like 7 days already, and I won a lot. And they were so close to being out of drawdown, but you know, whatever. The way that I set up my trades is that I will blow up my account on the most rare of days. The amount of days in the past 4 years that dropped this much, right, is 4%. So basically, going into this day, right, the way that I think about it is that what if somebody came up to you, right, and they told you to flip a coin, okay? If you flip the coin and you land on heads 96 out of 100 times, you'll blow up some of your accounts, or a good amount of your accounts. But if you don't, then you'll make a decent amount of money, right? Are you gonna flip that coin? For me personally, I will flip that coin. I'll flip that coin every single time. And that's the advantage. One of the biggest advantage that prop firms give you is the leverage, right? If I lost 40, 50k in a real brokerage account, I would be sick. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't be able to eat. I would call out of work, you know, this and that. On a day like this, where I lose it on my prop accounts, I'm like, okay, I'm set back for 1 week, 2 weeks. I just have to build up accounts again. That's fine. What are some conclusions that you use on your day-to-day, or what thoughts can I give on the strategies that I use? So I have data analysis done in the past 4 years of SPY. If you're on the Discord, you know what I called out the expected close of NQ by 5 p.m. and the number I called out, and this is I did 4 years of back testing. The number I called out is 25K. I said the average expected close right here. I said the average expected close for me is 25K, right? So if the average expected close is 25K, and look at where it closed. It closed at, wait, right here, 25030. Pretty good, right? Plus or minus 30, that's not bad. Well, but what that means is that if I want to say that this is one of my MOC strategies near the end of the day, if I think that we're too far away from the average expected close, then I'm gonna take the trade into it. So this entire pop-up, right? I was actually short right here, and I added to the short up here, and then I closed out like right here. Why? Well, just because we're pretty far from the average expected close. That's one of the models that I trade. You'll see me talk a lot about this is an X% day, or this is the average expected close, and it's all done from data analysis in the past 4 years of NQ. I use some other confluences, like some monthly levels that I have of my own indicators. But that's just for me to decide, okay, are we bullish, are we bearish, right? Right now we are below, we're below all of them. So pretty bearish. Well, we're below both of the monthly levels, which is a bad sign. So short term we're bearish, right? But if we have a couple days of rallies, then we might get some, you know, I'll flip to bullish, but right now it's not looking good. So those are some of the confluences that I use when I do day-to-day trading. Do you categorize your trade so based on it you risk less or more? Yes. So I'll tell you exactly what level that I was about to risk. In my range model, I was supposed to buy 25088. I was supposed to buy right here. And, you know, I DCA down, right? And I'm supposed to buy, where else? Like about 25,000. 24988, 24980. I buy here. And I buy at 24880s. I buy right here. I buy all of these. Now, the odds of this first trade, so if this first trade, so I'll show you these guys, or I'll show you these trades. So this is the first one, right about here. The odds of this hitting right here and you stopping out for 200 points, the odds of that is, let's see, $47 out of 188. Right, so pretty good odds. And that's assuming a straight drop like this. Most days it's not a straight drop, right? It might drop a little bit, it hits here, and then it shoots up. But worst case scenario, it's about what, like, what did I say again? 47? 47 divided by 188. 47 divided by 188. About a 25% chance that this stop loss will hit. Right? So if it's a 25% chance to go all the way down here, I want to buy at certain levels all the way down here. And I actually bought here and here as well. Because there's a 25% chance to get a straight shot down. So all my trades is like, when I lose a trade, it's rare for me to lose a trade. Right? If I lose because I'm unlucky, okay, fine. I'm okay with that. Why? Because it's a rare day. Okay, I lose my accounts on a rare day. That's fine. I can cope with that. If I lose because I tilt or I do something stupid, that's a lot worse for me. So you'll see my worst days are on days that are extremely rare. And that's kind of how you want to play the market. Or that's how I like to do it. I like to be right more times than I'm wrong. Got to get back into FX replay and do some more back testing. Swap over to NQ. Been lacking. Yeah, I use Thinkorswim. And it's been pretty good. But what sucks is that I can only go back 6 months. So I've back tested my scalping strategy for 6 months, and it's been doing really well. In the next 6 minutes, if we keep going up, I might take a short. I might take a short right at 6,900 right here. Or if we get a pop up here, I want to short somewhere up here. Just because it's a flat day. Now, what's scary is that we just get a big green candle day, like the ones that I showed you guys. I mean, I guess I'll still take it. How do you tell the narrative on the market at How do you tell the narrative on the day at market open NQ? I've had a hard time seeing the daily bias before. No one can tell what the narrative is, and I got the narrative wrong. Even though right before market opened, I had a feeling, and I sent it on the Discord. I was like, I have a feeling by the end of the day, I'm gonna wish I didn't trade at all. And I usually don't say this, but I say it on days like this. I'm pretty sure I said it somewhere here. Yeah. When did I say it? 9:08. Right before market open, I said I have a feeling that by the end of the day I wish I didn't trade at all. I just had a feeling. I said this is not a super bullish move from Nvidia earnings. I'm worried. All right, I want to be bullish, but I feel like to this day where you just wait to see how the market digests the earnings report. I said it and I didn't follow what I said, and kind of disappointed in myself for not letting today play out. But you live and you learn. What time frame do you execute on? Probably 5 minutes. If this gets a pop, I kind of have to short it, and I really don't want to, but I kind of have to. I do 5 minutes. Sometimes I do 1 minute. But for my scalping, I do 5 minutes. It gives me a better picture of the trend. I mean, you can see this trend, right? In the 5 minutes. I mean, I guess you can see in the 1 minute too, but this is going nowhere. It's flat. $6,900. Oh man, I do not want to take this short. The second this touches 6,900, I'm gonna have an entry position. I should be shorting like right now, like right here. This is actually my starter position. If we get anywhere near this top, I'm gonna have to short. You still work a job? Yes. I work full-time as an engineer. I just happen to be blessed with a remote job. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna click this button. I don't want to. I'll do it. Give me 22 and I'll click it. Or 23. In my scalping, anywhere in this wick right here, it's an okay entry. Sometimes we don't get another tap of the high. If I miss it, I miss it. It's not the end of the world. But when you're scalping, when I scalp overnight, it's for 20 points. So a 1 to 2 point better entry means a lot. When do you think you would ever quit your job? When is your goal of trading, or do you just want to use trading as extra income? If I can make 300 to 400k net trading, I would consider it. But right now I'm not considering it. the best case, and this is what everybody, I might have to I think I might short this. Let me do it on the account that I care about the least. This account I care about the least. This is actually exactly where I wanted to short. 25025. $25025. An even better short is 25055. But yeah, if I can make net 300 to 400k, that's when I would consider it. But I don't even know, because trading is a very volatile business. Why are you shorting? What's your confluences? It's a flat day, so when I scalp, I like to scalp with the trend. But in my back test, if it's a flat day, I can go either direction. So that's why I'm short here. I wait for a pop. So on a day like this, I'll show you a scalp that I took the other night, and you'll see exactly how I scalp. Just the overnight right here. Right here. So I like to let the hour play out, right? Okay, 7. Okay, what kind of trend is this day? I mean, you can just look at it and you can see the trend, right? Is this overnight session? What kind of trend is it? And this honestly shouldn't be in one account. This should be in multiple accounts. But I'm streaming right now, and all my other accounts are up here. I don't want to click through it in case they have my full name on it. Because one of my accounts does. But this should have been copy traded with like four-ish accounts. But like, what's the trend here? You can see the trend, right? It's a downtrend. Okay, so when it's a downtrend, what do I want to do? I want to follow the trend. So when I follow the trend, I'm looking to short. So on any pop-up, I want to short. These are barely pop-ups. Like, they're okay, but the pop-ups that I want, and you'll see and you're like, okay, that's a pop-up. This is like a slow move upwards. I don't want to see that. You'll see right when there's a pop-up, right? Or people call it a pullback. Oh, almost, right? Almost a pullback? No, it's not a pullback yet. Okay, down. Okay, now look at this. Is this not a pullback right here? You see this? Now that's a pullback, right? So as soon as I see this, when I back test, I go candle by candle. So I find the trend, I wait for a pullback. This is the pullback, and I say to myself, where do I want to enter? And I say to myself in my head, I want to enter anywhere near the top. Oop. Sorry, that's my alarm. I say I want to enter anywhere near this top here. I'm going to enter short. Okay. Boom. Entry right there. Right. And I just shoot for 20 points. It's not a lot. And I would DCA a bunch. I would DCA 15 points up, 15 points up, 15 points up, all in different accounts. Just to bet that the trend stays, right? And you get your 20 points, like, when do you get it? Right here? 19. Yeah, you get it like right here. I call them scalps, but this trade was like 3 hours. So, not really scalps. Sometimes I hold trades for 9 hours. If you see my, I have, on my best accounts, you'll see my stats. Right here. You'll see how long I hold it onto positions. Not this one. This one. This is a cow that's over like 3 months old. Right, average winning trade 1 hour, longest time 5 hours, longest losing 9 hours. Can you imagine holding a trade for 9 hours? I was probably sweating so much, or I was asleep. I was probably asleep. I was probably asleep. Some of these stats are very, very beautiful. What is that? Like 80% win rate or something like that? 70? 70? Did it hit? Oh, nice. Thought about the same short you took, but want to see the price come up to 030, 036. 030, 036. See, that would have been a better entry. And I completely agree with you. That's a better entry. But the thing about trading is that how often do you go live? I'm trying to go live every night. It's a shame I didn't take it on this main account. I could have completed the entire month green and just been done with it. For this entire month to be green, I'm gonna risk this entire $2,000 balance because I really want to see all green. I'm gonna risk all $2,000 to make like 150 or 160. I'll totally do it because I want to see it. But the way about trading is that it's impossible to find the best entry, right? So I use something called DCA. DCA is called dollar cost averaging, right? I'm not going to write it, but DCA is called the dollar cost averaging, right? And I'll give you an example. Let's say you wanted to long right here on a dip, right? How many times has this happened to you? Oh, we're almost there. Oh, sorry, you missed it. And then you got to hop in somewhere like here. How many times has this happened to you? Right? Or you're short here. And it's like, oh, sorry, man. Sometimes it gets even closer. Like if you have like 25K, sometimes it'll go to like 24999.5 and then dip. Way too many times. Interesting. How much times has this happened to you? Where you go long, right? And this happens to you. How many times has this happened to you? You go short. Okay, good call, right? These are all decent calls. There's a way to sort of help you avoid these situations. It's called dollar cost averaging. If you think about it, what happens if you want to go in with one mini? Okay, your thesis is, or your entry is, I want to go in on one mini at 25K right here. One mini, right? Capital M. Interesting. What happens if you go 2 micros right here, right? 4, or it would be like three micros right here, and 5 micros down here. Now, what's your cost average? Your cost average is exactly where you wanted to take it. You wanted to take one mini here, right? Well, in this case, if you DCA correctly and it hits all of your orders, you get a cost average exactly where you wanted to trade, right? Except for in this case, sometimes you'll hit 1, sometimes you'll hit 2. Like, do you want to hit 1 or 2, or do you want to hit 0? Basically, sometimes you'll hit all 3 on a case like this. 2, right? 3, 5. Oh, 3 would be somewhere up here, and then you get a cost average right about here, which is where your initial entry is. So if you DCA like this, and what happens if you hit 3 at your average right here and you hit 5 on the bottom right here? Well, now your cost average is below 25. Let's say this is 25K. Your cost average is below 25K. Aren't you happy? Now you have a cost average of 1 mini at maybe 24995. Okay, well now you're 5 points better than what you originally wanted. Shouldn't you be happy about that? Right? So now you can build up a position with a better cost average, or you can start building one up, and even if you miss the move on your initial entry, you can catch at least some of it. Is that what you do? Yes, that's what I do. I always DCA. I live and die by the DCA. How do you calculate stop loss of that? It's tough. It's tough. Sometimes you can use the DOM to help you out. Or if you do it by account, you can just look at the DOM right here, right? And go account by account. Okay, where do I want to stop? Okay, well, how much, if I lose 40 points, how much do I lose? For sure, try to take DCA sometimes if I'm confident. I've blown some accounts DCAing too much. More often than not, it goes well. It's also tough to DCA correctly. When I DCA by like 1 or 2 micros at a time. Some people will DCA with 3, 4, or 5 micros at a time. You can't DCA a lot if you do that. Like, I'll give you an example. Let's say you bought right here, right? And you DCA with 3 micros. You would blow up somewhere here, right? Let's say you get in right here and you DCA with 1 micro. At the bottom of every candle, 1 micro, 1 micro, 1 micro, 1 micro, 1 micro. You will blow up all the way down here. But, you know, who's to say if you did DCA 3 at a time, 3, 3, 3, and you get a huge rapid movement up, you would make more money than the guy that did 1, 1, 1. Yeah, for sure. But you also blow up a lot earlier. If this continues dipping, I'm gonna consider buying it just because it's flat right now. So, could it start rapidly selling? Yeah, it could. I actually am worried about that. I'm not gonna lie, I am worried about that, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it on this account. Can I make the 1 month in green? I don't even need 20 points. I just need like 12. I DCA too aggressively sometimes. Like, I can't sit here and say you're wrong in how you DCA and that I'm right in how I DCA, right? Because trading is the really weird thing about how on one day I'm right, on another day you're right, right? That's why I tell a lot of people that when you do trade, it's not a good idea to just copy somebody 100%, because you're not that person. And I tell people, if you give 2 traders the same strategy, you're gonna get 2 different P&Ls, right? Maybe one person can't handle looking at drawdown. Maybe one person cuts their winners too short. Every trader is different, so it's important to make a trading strategy that works with you, right? Which is why when that person asks me, do I trade low win rate, high RR, or high win rate, low RR, I say I trade, you know, high win rate, low RR, because it's better for me and my psychology. And I can hold a lot of drawdown. I can hold for 100 points and I don't care. Like, if I take a long here, if this dips anymore, I'm gonna long it. But if I take a long here and it drops to 24800 or 24970, I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna hold on to it. Some people can't handle that much drawdown. I can. Right? Some people will cut here. Okay, but then what happens if it reverses? And then when I DCA, now all of my accounts are in the green. This is what happened on this day. I'll show you exactly when it happened. It happened right here. Okay, I'm gonna go through the scenario with you guys. This is how I scalp. This is a very new model. I literally made it up like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. And if you go through my Discord, you'll see how successful I've been with it. Okay, 7 o'clock. Okay, what trend are we in? This should be obvious, right? What trend we're in? This is the uptrend, right? Going up. It's even better that this was a huge red candle and then there was no more selling pressure. Okay, what do I want to see? I want to see a dip, before I buy. Okay, that's an okay dip, but did it go anywhere? No, look at the bottom of this candle. It didn't go anywhere. Did it go anywhere? No. Okay. Another dip. Okay. Nice pump up. And I don't remember my trade, but I'll tell you exactly where I'm thinking about entering. Do you see any good dips here? Oh, maybe, right? Maybe a good dip here. Nope. Now someone could have bought this dip, but it wasn't for me. Okay, no dips yet. No dips yet. Okay, no. Okay, maybe a dip right here. No. Okay, maybe a dip right here. Nope. This could be the start of something. Okay. Nope. Okay, is this a dip? And I'll tell you exactly what goes on in my head. I tell you because I say it to myself when I'm backtesting. I say, give me one more red candle. Perfect. Sort of good, but I wanted this to be lower, but well, whatever. I say in my head, anywhere near this bottom of this dip, you see this is a decent sized dip right here, about like 20 minutes of selling, 15 minutes. I say anywhere near this bottom, I want to buy. Okay, so I'll buy down here. Okay, that's not bad. And then I have DCA orders set up on this bottom part right here. And I'll tell you exactly what happened. During this night, there was Iran news. And I'll show you the candle right here. So you are me, right? I'm in a long position right here. I didn't have a stop loss. I took 85 points of drawdown in one candle. But guess what? I didn't sell this. I still held on to this position. Some traders will see this and they're like, all right, it's time to bail. I lost everything. Right? But not only did I hold on to this position, this candle triggered like 4 different entries. And all of them take profit in like 5 seconds. I'm still in this position. I'm still holding on. Even on this dip, I'm holding on. I would even consider adding on this dip, but I think I was out of accounts. I held on, I held on, I held on. Okay, boom. Right, that's how I scout. That was an example. I think I'm getting ready to buy here. So far for your scalps, you wait for a pullback on the trend. Yeah, when you do DCA, do you close all the profits at once, or do you take multiple different TPs? I take different TPs. I usually just aim for 20 points. But if I held on for this day, I would have made a shit ton. This day, I would have made a shit ton of money. But it's not like I didn't back test for holding on to all of it. Yeah, of course, Juice. Yeah, whenever I'm not streaming, like I always say what I'm thinking about on the Discord. If I'm trading. I don't like this short, but I'm gonna have to buy in. I just know it. I have to. I'm gonna do it right now, actually. I'm gonna buy on this other account too. Take it easy, man. While you're gone, I'll be losing all my accounts, so don't worry about that. If we dip again, I'll be popping in with another one of my accounts. Let me fix this because I trade all my other accounts off of the screen because I only show my top step accounts here. I think I will trade on this next dip down here, I'll trade my Lucid account. That's my other account. That's one day from having a perfect month. Not gonna lie, I like kind of like the way you trade. I feel like for my psychology, it's better to see a green than for me to have losing days for only taking one trade. That's just everybody's different, and it's very hard to trade. Uh, like it's easy to say, hey, just go for a 1 to 2 RR, right? Like it's so easy to say it, but to do it is so much harder. It's harder on your psychology, right? Imagine seeing a week, 1 week straight of losses. Can you do that without tilting? If you can, then you're already a better trader than me, right? If you can't, well then figure out what way of trading works for you. So I found out that I found out I have a bunch of models I trade. I have like 3-ish, 4. I have my scalping, I have the daily range, and I have the average expected close. So I guess 3. If this dips anymore, I'm gonna DCA into it. With my Lucid account. Lucid. I need to count how many accounts I have and start, because when I DCA in 5 groups. So this is the first group that's supposed to be in here, but I'm only in with 1 account. So I should be in with this other account, and this guy. Man, I really am worried about a crash, I'm not gonna lie. I should be in with this account too. How many accounts do I have? I have, okay, 3. 3, 5, 8. 8, 5, 13, 13, 16, 16. I have 17 accounts. 17 accounts for about 5, so about 3 per entry. Okay. 3 per entry. So my next accounts I want to jump into. Maybe my MyFund Futures accounts. Yeah, MyFund Future accounts. And should I be jumping in now? What was my first entry? 7-4. 7-4, we're at 6-3. I could jump in with my Tradeify. I want to jump in with my Tradeify account. 5 micros. A bit late on this entry, but that's okay. It's actually not okay, but that's okay. I should have jumped in on the bottom of this red candle. How long have you been learning to trade? When did you get your first payout? I'm not sure. Last year was when I made my first quote unquote 100K. So, and last year was my second year of trading. So it took me about 2 years to get my first payout. But last year is when I started taking prop firms seriously. And I'm not the best trader, but I know how to beat the prop firm game. So no matter what you see, no matter how many losses I take, I know that I will always be taking payouts. And you can check on my Discord. I've been taking payouts almost every single week. What? I took a payout today, I took a payout 2 days ago, and then 5 days before that. Raising the volume from your side? Like my mic volume or my background music volume? I'm just worried that I'm gonna be like screaming in your ear. Is the mic kind of low for you guys or no? I started trading 9 months ago. I've been able to get to the funding phase, but always blown before I pay out. Mic volume. Okay. Just let me know if it gets to mic sounds good. Okay. Adam, you might have to turn up your volume. I'll turn it up a little bit. I'm at like negative 5.3 decibels. I'll turn it up to like negative 4.5, 4.4. All right, now I should be X% louder. Usually I'm already off the stream by now. The only reason why I'm still on is because I'm in a trade and I want to show you guys my trades. It's either that or you're just sitting here like hearing myself talk to myself like some crazy guy. But yeah, 9 months ago, see, the thing is, Davi, there's two ways to beat prop firms. There's two ways. Step number one, you need to play the ROI game. What does this mean? This means you spend a lot. You spend a lot to make a lot. You'll see a lot of influencers, they will hide their balances and they will hide how many accounts they buy. Why? Because think about why they're hiding it. Think about how much money they've spent. Me, I don't hide my accounts. Why do I not hide my accounts? Well, first of all, because I don't care, right? I don't claim to be this trading genius, right? If you guys know, my claim is that I'm an average trader. That's all I am. I'm just average, right? So I don't care how many accounts you guys see, but people will hide how many accounts they bought and they'll hide their balances. Think about yourself. Why do they do that? They hide it to trick you guys. They're playing the ROI game. So the ROI game, you just have to get lucky a couple of times. You basically full port all your accounts to make a big balance or a big payout. And this tricks people to buying their course or their affiliate code so that way they can do it again and sell even more. And all they're showing you is their big wins. You won't find anybody in the prop firm game that's as transparent as me. Maybe you'll find one or two people, but it's very rare. Now the second way to be in the prop firm game is to be a great trader. This is the harder one. Oops. Trader does not start with a P. Right? I'm kind of in the middle here. Right? I'm an average trader, but wait, isn't that weird? I'm an average trader, but I can make a lot of money with prop firms. That's because I'm in the middle here. I do spend a lot, but when I first started trading, my budget was $500 a month. And trading is not something that you can put in a little bit of money and take out a shit ton. If you can, you're in like the 1%. The way that I think about it is that to make it into trading, you need to be like an NBA player. You need to be 1%. 1% of 1%. Some crazy 1% of people. If you can do it, good for you. Right? But realistically, it's very hard. So I do spend a lot. I don't hide how much I spend. I even have an Excel sheet called my net expenses. I stopped updating it because yes, I'm transparent, but I'm gonna be honest, like as much as I love you guys, it's not worth the effort. Like it's just not. So these are my total expenses when I made 90K. So this is like, how old is this? When did I make 90? This is like 3 weeks old. Yeah, 3 weeks old. This was updated on like the 8th of February. This is how much I spent. Right? But I started off with $500 a month. And the reason why I spent so much is because there was really good sales in the beginning, but also because I've taken out a shit ton of payouts, so I can afford to spend this money. You're in the same budget of $300 to $500 a month. Yeah, so stick to it. Oh shit, it's done. It's done on stream. We did it. We did it. You guys know the Jason Tatum thing? We did it. Let's go. All green month. Look at the Jason Tatum. We did it. Yeah. Copy image. I was distracted explaining something. You guys were here for history. This is my first all green month. Now, what sucks is that I don't care about this account anymore. Because if I take one more payout, it might push me to live. So I actually kind of want this account to die. I'm gonna kill this account soon. I'm not gonna kill it on purpose, but I'm gonna take trades a lot heavier. I'm just gonna close this one. And I'm gonna close my other one. Just scalps, guys, so like 200, 240, 250 I'm happy with. Definitely should have closed around 25k. But that's okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, $300 to $500. Yeah. So the way that I recommend, this is how I did it. Also how I recommend doing it is that if you're starting to learn, right? So you have $300 to $500 every month. This is enough for about 3 to 5 accounts. And what a lot of people do, and this is one of the worst mindsets, once you guys make it, you're gonna realize this mindset is very bad. It's called a short-term mindset. Short-term. People think about short-term so much. They're like, I need to make this money now. And that's the worst way to think. Because trading is a long-term game, right? So you have to play the long term. So long-term game is you take these 3 to 5 accounts, and the way you trade them is that in the worst case scenario, you lose every single day, right? You blow up on average 1 account per week. Now, why do I recommend 1 account per week? If you have 3 accounts, it's got to be like 1.33 accounts per week. No, 0.77, 0.68. The reason why I suggest this is because you need to trade in a way that you can trade every single day. You want to trade every day. Every day and every month. Right? Because then there's nothing that's going to replace chart time. There's some trades that I take that I can't describe it. It's just me looking at the charts. I can't describe it. Right? And if you trade every single day and every single month, you're going to learn for very cheap if you stick to your budget. Once you blow up all your accounts, you need to stop. Unless you want to end up on Reddit crying about how you lost all your money. You need to stop. This is your budget. And the way that I set this budget up is that this is money you need to take. Take this money. And if you set it on fire and you're like, I don't feel anything. This is whatever. I can still eat. I can still pay my rent. I can still pay my bills. You know, this is whatever. This is what your budget should be. Now, why should this be your budget? Well, go on Reddit, go on anywhere, go on the internet. How long does it take on average for someone to become profitable? I'll tell you how long, roughly. It takes 2, and I would say 2 to 10. Okay, 10 might be a little bit crazy. Let's say 2 to 5 years. What's up, David? 2 to 5 years to become profitable. Now, what does this mean? This means 2 to 5 years you're losing money. So that's why you need a budget, right? How many months are in 2 years? 24. which means in 2 years you need to be okay with losing what, 300 to 500. You said it was your budget. How much is that? I'm doing good, man. Oh shit. In 2 years you need to be comfortable losing this much. Some people come into trading and they're like, oh man, I can't wait to make so much money. Wait a second. Why did I lose this much? This is negative. You're not making money. You're losing money. Every month you're losing money. Too many people come in thinking they're going to make money right away. Thinking, oh, if I just learn this one strategy, learn this one model, oh, I'll make money. No, you're not going to make money. This is what the average person is going to go through. This is what, if you stick to your budget, you'll lose this much in 2 years. Most people don't stick to their budget. They increase it. They'll spend thousands. Some people will spend $1,000 every month. Okay, 2 years, you lost $24,000. Right? Before you even start making money, now you're this much in the hole. This, a lot of people call this tuition. And you can choose, what's cool about trading is that you can choose, right, Davi? Do you want to spend this much? Or do you want to just not care about how much you spend close to $1,000 every month, and you want to spend this much and you learn the same amount? Why? Because in this estimated cost, and if you stick to what I told you, where you trade every single day and every single month, you reach the same point as this guy. Because you're still learning, you're still trading every single day, every single month. Why? Because you budget and you set up your account so that way they all blow up. In the worst case, all your accounts blow up at the end of the month. What does that mean? That means when all of your accounts blow up, and it's the worst thing that can happen, the next day you can buy all of those accounts back and you don't miss a single day of trading, a single day of learning. What's up, Trade C? You're so right. I'm just some stranger rambling on the internet. You guys don't have to believe me. But once you guys reach these X amount of years, you'll realize, oh shit, I could have spent way less money, right? You're making it make sense? Yeah. And let's say, Davi, let's say you want to make money because you're thinking short term, right? Let's say you were long. Let's say you were long right here and you're like, oh shit, I need to make money right now. And you just took a 30-point drawdown. If you think about, I need to make money now, I need to make money now, this 30 points is going to hit like a truck. Because you're like, oh fuck, I'm in the red, I'm in the drawdown, I can't handle this because I need to make money. And then you're going to start trading weird. You're not going to start trading correctly. Right? And then think about this, Davi. Has this happened to you? Because you're thinking short term, right? You're like, you take some drawdown, right? You were long right here, you take some drawdown. Okay, you're like, oh, okay, well, whatever, I'll just hold on to it. Okay, I'll just hold on to it. Okay, yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm break even. Okay, I just want a little bit more. But we were down here. Okay, I'm gonna cut my win right here. And this is what happened. When you have a short-term mindset, your losses, when you're in the negative, it hurts a lot more and you're willing to hold a lot more because you want to be right. You don't want to be wrong and lose all of this. You want to be right. But when you are right, you're like, I need to lock in this money right now because what happens if it goes back down? Even if your plan says, oh, hey guys, we should close, or hey, Davi or whoever, we should close up here. You're like, oh, I need it. And then what happens when the price hits your target right here? You crash out or you go on tilt. This happens to a lot of traders. It's because you're thinking short term. So when people think short term, it's harder to hold on to wins and it's easier, right? It's harder to cut wins short and easier to let trades go against you. Now, I let trades go against me all the time, but I don't do it in a panic sort of way. I'm just like, okay, if this day becomes a 4% day, I'll lose my accounts. I don't care. It's a whole lot different than, oh no, I have to be right. What key points did I miss? I don't even know. We just kind of talked about random stuff. I don't know. We talked about budget. You know, I guess that was kind of it. Short-term mentality because of life. It's hard, Davi, and I have that short-term, like, I'm trying to build up a Discord, I'm trying to build up a community, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and I think about too short-term, and I just start, like, it starts putting way too much stress on my everyday life. And then I realized, wait, why am I rushing things? There's no need to rush, right? There's no need to rush. I'm grateful and I'm blessed to be in the position that I'm in right now. Are you not streaming New York? No, I'm not. My job has been getting a lot harder, so I need to lock in during New York. But overnight, I'll spend like 1 or 2 hours. Today was hell of a day. Oh yeah, David, did you see my lost post? Today was a 4% day. If I was streaming, you would hear me say, this is a 4% day. And like, I'm holding on to this because if it's a 4% day, then I lose. Being 20 and like working, but trying to make it out as well. No, yeah, totally. It's tough because everyone wants to make it out, but it's not easy. Some people think that trading is the way to make it out, but trading is the amount of effort, like, believe it or not, like, the amount of effort that you put into trading, money and effort, and the result, the outcome of it, is like, it's pretty equal. It's pretty equal. It's very, very close. If not, the amount of effort being more than what is the outcome. It's the same thing as professional sports, right? You'll see people in the NBA or NFL and you're like, man, they're so good, right? But if you just had like a tiny glimpse into their life, right? How many hours, thousands and thousands of hours did somebody spend shooting a basketball? Kobe. You don't see this. You don't see the effort. You don't see the time, right? Or the money, right? How many, you don't see somebody throwing a football or kicking it and you're like, man, he's making so much money. He's, you know, I wish I was like him. Oh, you wish you were like him? Really? You wish to have put thousands and tens of thousands of hours into perfecting your craft. You hear people say, oh, what's up, bro? You hear people say the amount of effort doesn't translate to profitability. And the same thing with sports, right? How many people do you see that are like amazing at sports and they can't make it to the league? They have to go overseas. They have to do this. They have to do that. And they can't make it. And imagine the amount of time they put in. Same thing with trading, right? I've heard people say that trading is the hardest thing to get good at, but once it clicks, it clicks. Sort of, yes. Like for me, I can tell you, I don't know exactly when the switch hit, but I can tell you one thing. And if you join my Discord, you'll see. I am confident that I will always get payouts. Now, I don't say it, right? But I am confident that I can always get payouts. And I don't know when that flip switched. But follow my journey. I will always get payouts, no matter what. Because I just know it. Sure, I have some bad weeks. I could have a bad month. But I know at the end of the day, you know, at the end of whatever, I'll always get payouts. But when did that happen? when did my journey, like, it's the same thing. I was talking to one of my older viewers. I hope he's doing well. I haven't seen him in a while. It's the same thing as somebody playing an instrument. So I'm actually picking up the guitar because my friends play guitar and the drums, and they have a whole music room, and they're like, when I'm there hanging out with them, I don't really do anything. So they handed me one of their old guitars. And a lot of guitarists say that they don't know when they started being able to switch chords without like hesitating. They could do it cleanly. They don't know what happened. All they did was practice, and then one day randomly they're like, oh shit, I can do it. It's the same thing with trading, I feel like. For me, I can't say, like, if you tell me what caused you to flip to this other side, right, from going from negative, right, to positive. I put the S upside down. But like, what did it? And I'm like, I have no idea. Yes, I followed some plans, psychology, back tests, right, hours, blah blah. But I can't pinpoint a time where I made this switch. Now I could just be getting really cocky, but follow my journey. You know, maybe next month I lose everything. Now that would be cool to see. Not for me, but for you guys. That would be funny to see. Where I'm out here giving advice, and then next month I lose everything. Yeah, nice advice, man. I'm definitely gonna listen to you. Oh, it's already 8? Dude, I usually don't stream this late. The only reason why I stayed today was because of that one trade. So this account has hit the month straight. I still have one Lucid account that I need to trade to hit that next month of or hit the full month of all green. Took a decent amount of payouts. I need to rework my accounts, like how to group them, how to trade them, because I just lost 20. So trading 37 down to 17, it's like it's a big hit. So back to the drawing board. Time to figure that stuff out. Besides that, I mean, this is kind of it, guys. I got nothing else for you guys. And I think if I press this button, I now have an end screen. That's right. Production is getting really high around here. Let's see if it works. Boom. Yup. That's right. Got an end screen. Oh, and now everything's black. All right. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.